Very good morning to all of you. Students, please join fast so that we can start our class on time. Hope you all are well and safe and secure at your homes with your family. You should wait for 5 minutes more to till that time you can view this architecture. Can you see the screen?
Ma'am.
Okay. Till now 20 participants have joined. We have started with the architecture programming model we have discussed that day. You can see the architecture. So any doubt in the architecture? If you are having time, you can draw the diagram also. Students, again I am sharing the link. Click on the link in IT third year group. You can click on the link. "25 participants. Anybody else facing problem? Any doubt you are having in this architecture diagram? Anything you want to ask? I am waiting for the students to join. Okay, what is this known as? Please answer in your chat box. What is this block is known as? And what is its role? क्या है ये ब्लॉक? द आर्किटेक्चर डायग्राम ऑफ 8085 इट इज नोन एज, yes student, what it is known as? It is the anybody facing problem? Register block, okay. It is known as the programming model, where all the registers are programmed together. Temporary register, the registers which are used by user, stack pointer, program counter, increment, decrement latch, register selection. So this is the programming model of 8085. We have seen in basic details of many blocks. What is the role of arithmetic logic unit? Arithmetic logic unit क्या करता है? It performs all the arithmetic and logical operations in ALU, and results are stored in accumulator. Results are stored in accumulator. It is connected with a flip-flop which is known as a flag. So flags are set or reset to reflect the results generated by the ALU. ALU will perform all the operation and the results values will be reflected by this flag. Temporary registers are used in between or while executing some instructions. Accumulator generally stores one of the value of input, and also for many instruction it stores the output. Clear? Then this is the main bus which is connected with all the interrupt control and all the peripheral devices in the architecture of 8085. Then we are having instruction register, we have discussed. Instruction decoder, we have discussed. Please student join fast. Inform all other students also, because it breaks my concentration also. So, and how many buses are there? There are 3 buses, 16-bit unidirectional address bus, 8-bit data bus, and a control bus. Clear? Then this timing and control. Timing and control unit, what it does? Timing and control tells you which bus or which operation is to be performed. You can see here control signals RD bar and WR bar. RD bar and WR bar. That means whether the microprocessor has to read or write the data. Is it ready or not? Clock out. If I am connecting any peripheral devices, the clock will be generated, internal clock will be generated by the microprocessor that can be given to other peripheral device. Clock out. X1, X2 are the clock generation of 8085. Microprocessor power supply works on +5 volt. Then ALE, arithmetic logic address latch enable. ALE pin is address latch enable, which we will see whether address lines are activated or data lines are activated. S0, S1 are the status line with IO oblique M bar. What is IO oblique M bar? Input output oblique memory read. Then this DMA is controller is used for peripheral IC DMA, direct memory access. The pins are hold and HLDA. This microprocessor can be connected or can be interfaced with many peripheral ICs. So this particular pins are for direct memory access control IC. Then reset. I want to reset whole microprocessor, or I want to reset the peripheral which is connected with the microprocessor. So this is timing and control unit. Control and status signals we will discuss in detail. These are very important pins of microprocessor on which whole operation of microprocessor depends. Because every instruction or any program you will write, it has to perform certain operations. So that will be decided by this control and status signals. Then we are having power supply and clock frequency. Again, I am discussing power supply and clock frequency. Power supply plus 5 volt VCC ground, and this is my clock generation X1, X2. Clear? Then clock in and clock out. Clock out, we all know. Then externally initiated signals. What are externally initiated signals? These are the ready and hold and HLDA signals. Then we are having reset signals. How many reset signals are there? Reset in and reset out. Clear? Then we will discuss this topmost block, that is interrupt control. So 8085 has 5 interrupt signals that can be used to interrupt a program execution. If I am performing any operation, I am running a program, but in between any peripheral IC requests to access to give its microprocessor control to that IC, leaving that program which was running currently in the microprocessor. Then what we will do, we will use this interrupt pins. Interrupt will be connected with that peripheral IC. Then that will generate some interrupt signal ki you have to stop whatever program you are running. It has to be stopped and give all the control, all the access to the peripheral device or the interrupt signal which is generated. So interrupt control, 5 interrupt signals are there. So these are INTR, C, INTR, INTA bar. This bar is very important. Wherever there is a bar on the signal, you have to mention it. INTA bar. Then RST 5.5, 6.5, 7.5 and trap. Following interrupt signals are shown. So 5 interrupts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And this is acknowledgement pin. See, it is going outwards. It is going outwards. Is it clear? See, very less strength is there today. Why? Students facing any problem? So please discuss. But tell all the students to attend the classes regularly. So interrupt control, is it clear? Anything you want to ask? Nothing in the chat box. Okay. Then serial input output control. I told you that microprocessor is a serial communicating device. You can't connect parallelly microprocessor. So what will happen? Serial input output control. If I want to send or receive some data through some peripheral IC, then I have to use this pin. So it has 2 signals to implement serial transmission of data. SID, serial input. Prahlad Swarnkar. Why you are late, Prahlad? Please be on time. Serial input data. So single bit can be accepted through this pin. This pin is connected with any peripheral IC. So it can receive only one bit of data at a time. So serially, you can receive multiple data. SOD is serial output data. SOD is serial output data. Single bit can be sent out through this pin. In serial transmission, data bits are sent over a single line, one bit at a time, such as transmission over telephone line. So, any doubt in this architecture? If you want to ask anything, I will wait for some time. If you're having any query, you can ask. So, what architecture includes? Major components of architecture are: first, we'll start from bottom. Okay, we will start from bottom first. It is timing and control unit. Clear? Timing and control unit. Then going upwards, it is arithmetic logic unit, ALU. Then instruction decoder and machine cycle encoding. The major elements I'm discussing, not the smaller ones. Okay. Then we are having a programming model, or you can say a register array. Register array. Then all the control buses, address bus, data bus is there. Then you are having interrupt controller. Then you are having serial input output control. Is it clear? Any doubt? So you have to remember where you have write 8-bit, where you have write 5. It is only in flag, that is 5. It is again a register of 8-bit, but we are using only 5 bits. Similarly, here in register array, you are having maximum 8-bit and few are of 16-bit. Address buffer 8-bit, data oblique address buffer 8-bit. Here you can see. Clear? This is bidirectional bus. This is unidirectional bus. Any doubt? So, should we move ahead? Now we will have a theoretical description. First, register block. It consists of 3 types of registers: temporary, general purpose, and special purpose register. What do you mean by temporary register? It consists of 2 8-bit temporary registers named as W and Z. Is it clear? And which are not available for the user. The microprocessor uses these registers for storing the data or address temporarily whenever required. It could be asked, what are temporary registers in 8085? Or it can be asked, the question can be, which registers are not available for the users? So you have to mention W and Z. Okay. General purpose register. Just now we are having briefing of whatever we have studied earlier. General purpose register 8085 provides 6 general purpose registers of 8-bit each. Clear? Of 8-bit each. And name of those registers are B, C, D, E, H, and N. These registers are available for user and can be used to store 8-bit data or can be used to perform register pair. We all know from starting I am telling you it has register pair of 16-bit named as, we are joining this BC, DE, HL. You can't join BD, CE or HD. These are fixed register pairs. Clear? If I am using this register pair, it signifies that you are using 16-bit data from that. Clear? Special purpose registers. In the programming model, you have seen The bottom lines, we are having some 16-bit registers which are known as special purpose registers, and they are program counter, PC, stack pointer, SP, increment or decrement, latch. What is a program counter PC? It is a 16-bit registers used for sequencing of the execution of a program. God, I'm running a program. It is starting from 2000 hex memory location. What program counter will do? It will first store that location from where your program is starting, 2000 hex. Then after reading each instruction, it will auto upgrade itself to the next location. The function of program counter is to point to the next byte of the instruction to be fetched. When the byte is being fetched, the program counter is automatically incremented by 1. Is it clear? When the byte is being fetched, the program counter is automatically incremented by 1 point to point the next memory location. On reset, program counter is loaded with 000 hex and starts execution of the program from address 0000 hex. Clear? Stack pointer. You all know stack memory. So it is a 16-bit register used to store 16-bit address of stack. It is used as a memory pointer for stack memories. It points to a memory location in read-write memory called as a stack. You all know stack memory, how we can get the data, how we can store the data in stack memory. One by one, we can store, and it will have last in, first out way to register through the stack pointer memory. Stack pointer points current top of stack, which is very important. After writing all the data in stack memory, which address will be given to you? Top of the stack, TOS. Last memory location, or the first memory location, I must say, after filling all the data, is known as TOS, top of the stack. Stack is usually assessed in last and first out fashion. You all know this concept. Increment, decrement, latch. It is a 16-bit register to increment or decrement the contents of program counter and stack pointer. Ram is waiting. You joined, Ram? Why you are so late? Please be on time next time. It is 16-bit register to increment or decrement the contents of program counter and stack pointer. So increment, decrement, latch. Next, ALU, arithmetic and logical group. This group consists of ALU, accumulator, temporary register, and flag register, which we have seen in the architecture. Clear? ALU, goal of ALU is to perform 8-bit operation in microprocessor. Operations like arithmetic, logical, addition, subtraction, comparison, ending, ORing, any operation you can perform. Accumulator, very important register of 8085. It is an 8-bit register which contains 8 flip-flops. Is it clear? The accumulator is also identified as register A. तो short में हम accumulator को क्या कहेंगे? Capital A. The importance of accumulator is that whenever microprocessor performs any arithmetic or logical operation in ALU, then first 8-bit number is always transferred from accumulator. Any arithmetic operation, clear? Arithmetic and logical, क्या होगा? उसमें जो फर्स्ट बिट डेटा होगा वो सबसे पहले accumulator में ट्रांसफर होगा. So 8-bit number is always transferred from accumulator and result is always stored back to the accumulator. So many times in numerical in program we ask where is the result. If you don't know that the result is stored in accumulator in all the arithmetic and logical operations, then you will just search where is the result. But the result is always stored in the accumulator. Clear? Temporary register, we all know W and Z. There are three 8-bit temporary registers as temp, W and Z. These are only used by microprocessor and user is not allowed to use these registers. Now, a very important concept, flag register, which we'll discuss in detail. So you can write this topic in your copy also, flag register, because you have to simplify numerical also. So take out your copy and draw this flag register status. Till that time, I will take your attendance. Can you see the flag register? Have you drawn this diagram, 8-bit register? Finish drawing. Should I move ahead? Have you finished this drawing, this diagram of flag register? Yes or no? Now draw this detailed diagram and give me the attendance also. Okay, from roll number 1 to 10 who are present. Today only 26 students are present. So don't think कि proxy will work here. So from 1 to 10, just write down your roll numbers. I can see your name. Just write down your roll numbers on the chat box. Okay, 8, 10, then 7, 1 to, please from 1 to 10 only. Now from 10 to 20. And all students, please draw this diagram. Roll number 12. Then it's 20, 17 roll number, 20 roll number, 19 roll number. Who is this? Prakash Chandra Maurya. We don't know his roll number. Okay. हमारा तो वैसे भी after 40 आएगा प्रकाश. Just wait. Okay, after 20 to 30. 21. Okay. 21, 22, 28. Anyone else from 20 to 30? Pallav Sharma is joining now. So who want to know his roll number? I must open the list. See your roll number जिसका missing है, please check your roll number. Okay, from 30 to 40. From 30 to 40. 33. Kiran Parashar is present. Her roll number is 25. Just wait. Only roll number 33 and roll number 40 Prahlad. Okay. 40 to 50. 41. 46. 46, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 'Shreyansh'. See why you give your attendance on roll number 49. I have shown this list. (38) पल्लव हो गया, 47 तक मैंने प्रेजेंट मार्क कर दी है. Then Shreyansh, roll number is 46. Okay, so attendance is finished. Okay, anything you want to ask from attendance? और कोई confusion किसी को? एक मिनट. Then last is 54 and 58. 54, 58. So finish now. From 1 to 10, only 8 and 7, 8, 10 are present. (37). Okay. See, once I will dictate who are present, you just listen. Roll number 7, 8, 10, 12, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, then 25, 28, then 33, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, then 54 and 58. Anybody missing? Put your roll number. Okay, so have you drawn this diagram of flag register? It is an 8-bit register. (48). Okay, one more student, 48 is added in my list. So it consists of how many flags? 5 flags are mentioned in this. So first, the MSB of the flag register is sign flag, SIGN, sign flag. Then next is your 0 flag. These bits are not used, these are reserved for future enhancement development. So these are unused. Cross. Then you are having auxiliary carry, then you are having parity, then carry flag. CY is my carry flag. Okay, so this is a simple diagram: sign, 0, auxiliary carry, parity and carry. D0 bit is my carry bit. So it will reflect the result status, whether after addition, subtraction, multiplication or any operation the result is having carry. If yes, if it is having carry, then what will happen? If carry is generated, it will be set. This bit will be set 1. What do you mean by parity? Counting of number of ones. If number of ones in the result is even or odd. Even means 2, 4, 6, 8. If number of ones are 6, then parity flag will be even. So even parity is 1. It's written over. If it is having odd parity, that means 5 ones are there in the result. It will be set to 0. Then auxiliary carry. What do you mean by auxiliary carry? We generally add 8-bit data, that means 1 byte of data. And what happens in auxiliary carry? It stores the result generated by addition of 1 nibble. Nibble means data of collection of 4 bits. is a nibble. So after fourth bit addition, if carry is generated, in between the carry is generated, that is known as auxiliary carry. A, C. Then if it is generated, then it is 1, otherwise it is reset. Zero flag. If the result is 0, that means I am subtracting two similar data or I am comparing any data. There I will generally check 0 flag whether it is 1 or 0. If the result of comparison subtraction is 0, if the result is 0, then 0 flag is set. It is 1. Else it is 0. Then you are having sign flag. What do you mean by sign flag? Sign flag means if your answer is positive or negative. If the result is positive, then sign flag is 0. If the result is negative, then the sign flag is 1. So is it clear the flag status? Because generally questions are asked on the flag register. So any doubt if you want to ask? Okay, so we should move ahead. Now we will see the example. This shows the flag register. See, this is the example. You can do it in your copy. It always doesn't, we use here assembly language programming and we use binary digits to do the machine level calculations. Machine will store 0 and 1. We will write all the things in hexadecimal codes which will be converted by the machine. So here I am adding 45 hexadecimal, not the normal binary number. It's hexadecimal number. Okay. So I will convert each number into hexadecimal number. Hexadecimal numbers starts from 0 to F. We all know. After 9, we name it as A, B, C, D, E and F. So here we are considering hexadecimal number, not the decimal numbers. So 45 hex is added with F3 hex. This H is not a number, it is hexadecimal. So you should not get confused. The H is also the third number of your series. It is 45 hex, F3 hex. So after adding these two, you can add it in your copy. 45 plus F3 hex, if you know directly, you can add, or what we will do, we will generally convert this into binary. And we should convert because if we won't convert, we will not come to know the status of auxiliary carry. Sign bit, we will not come to know whether it's positive or negative. So always it's beneficial to convert 45 hex into binary, F3 hex into binary, and then add these two bits. Addition will be your normal additions you have to perform. 1 plus 1 will be 0. Carry will be generated as 1. So have you added this 45 hex plus F3 hex? क्या आ रहा है आंसर? यही आ रहा है आंसर 38. Okay, so here any auxiliary carry is generated in between? Yes or no? Auxiliary carry generate हुई क्या? After adding 5 plus 3, 0 1 0 1 and 0 0 1 1, इन दोनों को ऐड करोगे तो auxiliary carry generate हो रही है क्या? I think you are not getting what I want to say. अच्छा, carry generate हो रही है क्या after adding this? Are you getting carry? Yes or no, students? Carry is not generated. Hmm? 4 क्या होता है 0 1 0 0, f क्या होता है मेरा 1 1 1, 4 प्लस f मैं ऐड करूंगी और पहले 5 की वैल्यू क्या होती है, what is the value of 5, write in the chat box, write the value of 3. After adding this, what I will get, 1 0 0 I am getting 1 0 1, yes. तो ऑक्सिलरी कैरी क्या होता है, आफ्टर एडिंग 5 प्लस 3 आई विल गेट रिजल्ट एज 1 0 0. आर यू गेटिंग this after adding 5 plus 3? So any carry is generated? No. So auxiliary carry status here I have marked it as 0. Clear? If that would be generated, then it will be shifted to next bit. We will use it to add 4 plus 5. Clear? So now no auxiliary carry is generated. I will add 4 plus 5. What I will get adding 4 plus 5? I will get double 1 0 1 1. Is it right or not? Is it right or not? Yes, students, are you getting or not? फोर और एफ को ऐड करूंगी तो मुझे क्या मिल रहा है, व्हाट आई एम गेटिंग, इज इट ऑडिबल टू ऑल? So what you will get, that is I am asking. It's audible. So at least you can add 4 and f. Some students have given me answer 38x. Yes, that's right. It is this only. So what is fifth digit? Fifth digit is my carry digit. So carry flag will be set, auxiliary carry will be reset. This is shown in this example. In next example, yes. So always respond fast. Second example, you can see in the addition of 85 hex and 1 E hex, the result provided will be, what will be the result if I will add 85 hex and 1 E hex? So always convert this hexadecimal into binary digit. Then please add 5 plus E first. You will get the answer as, क्या आंसर आ रहा है, 5 और E को मैं ऐड करूंगी तो I will get 1 0 0 1 1. Is it right? What will happen to this fifth one? This will be shifted to add 8 and 1, the MSB of your inputs. So this 1 will be added, and in the flag status, auxiliary carry status will be 1. Now by adding 8, 1 and 1, what I will get? 8 is my 1 0 0. Is it clear? What is 1? It is 0 0 1. And 1 is added. So what I will get? I will get answer as, क्या मिलेगा मुझे? 0. What I will get? A. And carry will be 0. So 1 0 1 0 is the answer, which is A. A3 hexadecimal is my answer. After performing every operation, after running a program, you have to always put the status of flag register, and you always have to check the flag register status. This example will clarify your all doubts. So in your copy, solve this example, and we will wind up our class over here only today. In next class, we will discuss new topics. So perform addition H is equal to BC hex with A is equal to DTH. H is the unit. तो हमें क्या ऐड करना है? H को A के साथ ऐड करना है. इंस्ट्रक्शन यूज्ड इज ADDH, which we'll see later on the instruction set of 85. So add H. What it signifies? Accumulator is having one of the input and second input is with H. So add these two bits and tell me the result. Do it fast, students. Write the result in your chat box. BC और DD को ऐड करना है मुझे. आ गया result. And then draw a flag register of 8-bit and put all the values of flags. So what result I am getting after adding? हुआ बेटा, simplify. Question values are in front of you. It is BC plus DD. Convert this into binary. Add this to, हाँ तो 1 क्या हो गया मेरा? 1 is auxiliary carry. Yes. और B और D को ऐड करना है. Always convert it into binary because you won't be able to know parity flag status if you won't count number of ones. How you will come to know how many ones are there? Then positive and negatives always convert first it into binary. अगर तुम्हें याद नहीं हो तो एक टेबल बनाओ from 0 to F, 0 1 2 3 9 ABCD और फिर उसमें बाइनरी डिजिट्स लिखो, 4 डिजिट बाइनरी वैल्यूज